Hi, I'm Professor Jean Dawson, a member of the Criminal Justice Department faculty at Franklin Pierce University. I'm happy to provide you with a little information today about our program. We have 6 full-time faculty members in our program who have had a range of experiences both as academics and practitioners in the fields of criminal justice and criminology. We are all trained as sociologists and are able to provide students with the liberal arts perspective and a social scientific understanding of the study of criminal justice. We also have 3 current faculty who have law degrees, and we have a number of part-time faculty who work in the fields of law enforcement, courts, or corrections. Our academic program follows the requirements of the Academy of Criminal Justice Sciences, who provide the standards in our field. Along with the general and liberal education requirements, in the first 2 years in the criminal justice major, the students take foundational courses, such as Introduction to Criminal Justice, Police Work, Courts and Criminal Procedure, and Corrections, that give them the basic understanding of the 3 main areas of the criminal justice system: law enforcement, courts, and corrections. Then they also take Introduction to Sociology, and Race and Ethnic Relations, which help them develop an understanding of the criminal justice system as an institution and system that functions within U.S. society. As juniors and seniors, students take a variety of courses. They're all required to take the social science research methods and computer skills courses, which help them develop the skill to read academic literature, especially literature that pertains to policies and practices in the fields of criminal justice. They're also required as seniors to take the criminology course, which is an investigation of criminological theory that explains why people become involved in deviant and law-violating behavior. And then the senior criminal justice seminar is the capstone course in our major. As juniors and seniors, they are also required to take 4 criminal justice elective courses. As you can see, there are many different topics. The sample are provided here: juvenile justice, gender, race, and crime, rehabilitation of the offender, community corrections, which covers probation and parole, criminal law, white-collar crime, victimology, law and society, criminal investigation and evidence. We also frequently offer a special topics course as a criminal justice elective, which would be a topic of particular interest in the field of criminal justice. And students are also able to take an internship to fulfill one of these course requirements. I'll talk a little bit more about the internships a little later in the presentation. Students have the flexibility to choose 4 courses that are aligned with their interest or their career goals across or in a specific area of criminal justice. The programmatic learning outcomes are the skills and abilities that we hope students will leave our program with as they go out into their careers in the field. Students in the program develop a sociological understanding of crime and the workings of the criminal justice system. They learn to critically analyze the operations, the practices, and policies of institutions within the system. They are encouraged to rethink current criminal justice policies and to be actively engaged in positive reform of the system when they enter their professional careers, and we hope we prepare them to do this as students in our program. They also become literate and trained in contemporary social scientific methods of data collections and analysis, and across their courses, they strengthen their speaking, writing, and presentation skills. In order to receive a bachelor's degree, 120 credits are required. About 1/3 of these credits come from the general and liberal education requirements. About 1/3 of the credits come from the criminal justice major requirements. And then students have about 1/3 of their overall credits left to explore topics of interest to them. Some students choose to take a minor. There's also a ability for students to have double majors. For criminal justice students, they tend to major in environmental science, business, or psychology as a second major. And then we have some very popular minor programs, including intelligence and security studies, forensic psychology or general psychology, sociology, Spanish, accounting or forensic accounting, or political science. We don't require internships for all students, but we do strongly encourage students to do an internship if at all possible. Many of our students do internships in local, state, or federal police agencies. They can do the internships while over the course of a regular semester in a nearby agency, or they are able to do them near home over the summers. Our students have done internships with many local and state police departments and with federal agencies such as the Secret Service office in Concord, and the FBI office in Boston, the Drug Enforcement Agency, I don't think I'm allowed to say where that is, or Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives Agency, which has several locations in the region. We also have some internships that students have done in police agencies that are paid internships, like the New Hampshire Marine Patrol and the Old Orchard Beach Police Department in Maine. In these internships, students go through the Police Standards and Training Academy and are trained as part-time police officers, and then work and live in New Hampshire over the summer and work as police officers. We've had many students also who've done internships in local or state attorneys' offices, both public defenders or district attorneys' offices. And then we've had a few students who have done internships in a county jail or in the state prison in Gardner, which is nearby. Many students come with contacts to police departments or other criminal justice agencies, and we try to make every accommodation we can to help them get internships, whether it's during the regular semester or over the summer. There are other leadership opportunities available to our students in their 4 years at Franklin Pierce. They can become members or officers in the Criminal Justice Club on campus. They can become a member of the Judicial Board, which hears student conduct cases, or officers on this board. They can work for campus safety while they're a student here. Many of the campus safety officers that you see when you drive around campus are criminal justice students. They can also be trained as EMTs or in the fire department and work for the university fire department that services not only our university but the Ringe community. They can become officers or members of the Student Government Association, and students who are successful in our program are also able to become members of the National Criminal Justice Honor Society that we have a chapter of. Many of our students who graduate are able to find careers in criminal justice agencies, especially law enforcement and corrections. There, in recent years, have been numerous openings in law enforcement agencies, both local and state agencies, and even federal agencies. We have students working at all different levels for the New Hampshire State Police and local law enforcement agencies. We have a couple of students working in the Secret Service in Washington, D.C. We have students who work for Customs and Border Patrol around the country. We have students who have left here and gone into the military. We have students who go into courts as court officers. We also have a number of students who go on to graduate school or law school. We have students who have gone to law schools like Suffolk Law School. We have a recent grad who is at Hofstra University, and another recent grad at Syracuse University. Our students also go on to criminal justice graduate school programs, programs in social work. We have students who go into security studies or terrorism studies that work for security consultants to the federal government. In the past 10 years or so, there have been many career opportunities that our students have been very successful in finding jobs across the 3 areas of the criminal justice system. We're sorry because of the coronavirus crisis that we weren't able to have host you on our campus, but we're happy to answer any questions that you might have about our program or Franklin Pierce University. You can get in touch with any of the members of the criminal justice faculty, through our email, our campus email, or you can give us a phone call, or you can get in touch with us through the admissions department. We're happy to answer any questions, further questions that you might have about our program.